Hi everyone, my name is Gautam. I want to start with something personal. Growing up, I was bullied for being overweight. I wanted to get fit, but I didn't know where to start, what to eat, how to train, or how to recover. I quit the gym multiple times out of frustration. Later, I found a support group of people who guided me, and today I've been consistent at the gym for almost 2 years and feel super fit. But not everyone gets that kind of help. Many beginners hesitate to ask for advice because they fear judgment and often end up quitting the gym altogether. And the truth is, fitness is often overlooked. People will ask if you've eaten, you're saving enough money, or how your work is going. But nobody asks, did you exercise today? That's a question you usually have to ask yourself, until and unless you're lucky enough to have a gym buddy who reminds you. That's why I built this project, an AI powered fitness assistant that provides a trusted, judgment free head start in the fitness journey with secure multi agent support for training, nutrition, and recovery. Now, before getting back to the system architecture, let's log into our application. Okay. Yeah, so successfully logged in. Before proceeding with the demo, let's take a look at the system architecture. So this is how the system works. So basically, after login, Descope issues a JWT to our frontend, and our Next.js frontend sends the query plus the JWT to our orchestrator agent. The agent, which is also our backend, validates the token, classifies the query, and routes it to the right agents. It's not just an endpoint, it's an agent itself. It can handle casual queries, classify intents, and format responses. Each agent, trainer, nutrition, and recovery has its own scope. If the user's token doesn't include that scope, the request is denied. Recovery agent is also integrated with Fitbit data. Since I don't own a Fitbit, I manually logged some sleep and activity data into the Fitbit app, and as of now, our system currently fetches the same thing. Agents can also use scopes for inter-agent communication. For example, the recovery agent can securely fetch Fitbit data with the dedicated scope. Finally, our orchestrator collects all the responses, formats them, and sends them back to the user. Now, let's take a look at our application. So this is the page we get after login. And as you can see, there is this consent model which appears. And by clicking I agree and continue, you're giving consent once and for all throughout the application. This stays as long as your session is active or until and unless you manually log out. Okay. So let's click I agree and continue. Let's try asking a mixed query. Okay. And like I said, responses will take some time to load because our query's intent is first classified and then it is routed to the respective agents. The responses are fetched back and it's processed, so it's going to take some time. Okay, so as you can see, our response has been returned. Since our query, includes training and nutrition information, so we got a response from a trainer agent as well as from a nutrition agent. Now let's try integrating our Fitbit account into our application. By clicking that badge, you initiate Fitbit authentication process. Let's try signing in using my account. Okay. And yeah, our Fitbit authentication has been successful, and we are redirected back to our app again. Let's try invoking the recovery query. So let's say, how is my recovery today? We have two options. We can either choose to enter our data manually, or we can use our Fitbit account. Since we have linked our Fitbit, right now we'll use this. And our agent begins fetching data from our Fitbit app. Yeah. So we got a response. As you can see, uh, I've logged in 7 hours of sleep yesterday and I burned 890 calories until now. So based on these two values, it's giving me recovery suggestions based on the same. Now let's try doing the manual thing also. For a manual query, let's ask something like this: how should I recover after a leg workout? And in the manual entry, these two fields are must to enter as these are the utmost priority in someone's recovery. So let's say I aim to sleep around 8 hours and I log in somewhere around 65 grams of protein per day and I submit it. Again, responses take some time to load. Okay, so we have our response generated. Sorry for the delay. And as you can see, our recovery agent has invoked our trainer agent, and it's given training suggestions based on the same. And our dietary suggestions has also been returned by a nutrition agent. And also our recovery response is also included. So that's how our AI fitness agent functions. We also have some future enhancements which we can include. The first one being we can upload medical reports so the trainer and nutrition agents can provide even more personalized and medically aligned guidance. I also have a plan to integrate additional Fitbit features like detailed sleep logs and heart rate trends for more accurate recovery and performance suggestions. And I also want to implement chat history based responses so agents can remember previous conversations and provide context aware answers instead of just single turn replies. So before I wrap this up, I would like to show you the scopes which were passed on to the backend. So currently we are storing our JWT in local storage. It isn't a good practice. It's better to store it in HTTP cookies. But since this is for a demo, I thought of using local storage for this thing. So get item scope. Okay, so this is a token which Descope issued us. So if we copy it and paste it in a website like jwt.io, and yeah, in the payload, as you can see, these are the scopes which are being passed to the backend, and these are the exact scopes which were declared in our Descope console. So, to wrap up, this project isn't just about fitness, it's about giving people the confidence to start their journey without fear of judgment. Just like I once needed guidance, there are millions of beginners and even older adults who want to take charge of their health but don't know where to begin. With our platform, agents don't just answer questions, they collaborate, validate securely with Tscope, and ensure every user gets safe, trustworthy, and personalized guidance. This isn't limited to fitness. What I've built shows how agents can be orchestrated to talk, trust, and team up securely, whether it's in healthcare, finance, or education. My vision is simple. Fitness is often the first step to self confidence. If we can lower the barrier here, we set the stage for secure multi agent collaboration across any domain. Thank you for watching.